So we know the issues, we know about energy, we know about the border, we know Joe Biden doesn't know what he's doing. We know all that, we get all that. But why do this? Why do this here tonight with Legacy PAC? Because there's a whole lot of people who have the passion to save this country who need help getting off the ground.
The purpose of Legacy PAC is to save America. That's our mission. That's what we really want to do because America's worth saving.
I am by trade, I'm a cybersecurity engineer. Okay, so this is my first run in politics. We need more conservative Republicans standing up and fighting for the Constitution.
We're an America First PAC, and we want to promote and help our up-and-coming candidates, and we're going to be holding the line for President Trump.
I joined the Army at 17 years old. My first day at my first unit, which was 25th Infantry, was September 10th, 2001. So the next day was 9/11. And I spent about a total of a decade between Iraq and Afghanistan in country. So my country means everything to me. When I realized that if people like myself who don't want to be politicians don't start stepping up and taking these seats, that nothing's going to change, then I said, okay, I'll do it.
Who deserves to lead the people of this country more than those who serve this country? So I'm behind every one of them. So let's make sure we get more veterans into power. I'm all for it.
Remember why you're involved. We have to make sure people remain humble and not engage in self-glorification. You are here for one reason, and that is to save the country. Period. End of story.
And for those candidates who are looking uphill and wondering how, keep your head down, focus on the target, and outwork everybody. And I promise you, you're not gonna lose. You're either gonna win on election night or you change the game on election night. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much, Legacy PAC.
Thank you, Legacy PAC.
Under this administration, they have deliberately opened the border to fundamentally change the fabric of our country.
I'm Jared Craig with Legacy PAC. We are here at Eagle Pass, Texas, to bring attention to the border crisis, to educate the voters, the citizens of the United States, and the candidates running for federal office, the importance of a secure border.
And at Legacy PAC, we want to bring candidates here to the border to see it firsthand, because there is nothing like being here, seeing this. We saw women and children climbing over barbed wire. There is no reason why we cannot secure this border. There is no reason to keep this open. This is not humane. So we need to get Victor and all these other good America First candidates into office.
We at Legacy PAC depend on your donation and support to support these projects. We can't do it without you. So please go on to legacypac.org and show your support.
Hey, it's Kevin Sorbo here. I'm filming a documentary in Israel right now, but I was just in Texas last week and I was speaking with President Trump. And I just want to let you all know that President Trump does love our veterans, so please support our veterans and visit VFAF.org. That's VFAF.org. God bless. Thank you.
Hi, Veterans for America First. It's Kellyanne Conway here in Palm Beach, Florida, saying thank you so much for being on the front lines of freedom. Keep up the great.
Hey folks, it's John Rich here, Veterans for Trump, incredible organization. We love our vets. Without men and women willing to sacrifice and die necessary for our country, we wouldn't have a country. We all know that. Much respect and much love. God bless you.
Thank you so much. That is wonderful. And thanks for all you guys do. You're amazing. It's wonderful to be a part of this Veterans for Trump family. So keep staying strong. We have a country to save.
I'm Lieutenant General Michael T. Flynn, and I am Veterans for Trump.
And Stan, where's Stan? Stan is with Veterans for Trump.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you all. We're honored. I know there are so many organizations represented here today.
And thank you so much to Stan Fitzgerald. Where is he? There he is. Thank you so much. You are a great patriot. Thank you both. Thank you both for helping out. You're so supportive, not only for people like me, President Trump and for America First and MAGA. So God bless you. Thank you.
You're sitting here too much. But you're going to do very well. And I just had somebody write down, first of all, James and Sarah Pritchard, thank you very much. Yes, great job. Thank you. We appreciate all the help. Stanley and Donna Fitzgerald.
Right here, sir.
Thank you very much. It's great. It's great that you're with us. Mike Acton.
Good to go.
Hi, this is Stan Fitzgerald, Veterans for Trump, and I'm here with Ohio State Rep. DJ Swearingen. Good morning, DJ. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Stan. How about yourself?
Doing okay. Haven't had enough coffee yet, but I'll work on that. DJ, can you tell us, please, a little bit about your background?
Sure. So I was actually born in West Virginia, Fairmont, West Virginia, to be specific. And, my family was on my dad's side from the Ohio Valley along the Ohio River, and grandpa worked in the steel mills over there. And then my mom, she was from West Virginia as well. My grandpa, her dad, my grandma, they all were small business owners, owned a restaurant, a clothing store in Mannington, West Virginia, that relied heavily on coal miners, and those guys being successful to buy their clothes and buy dinner and lunch and everything from them, obviously. And they were actually very old school Democrats, is how I would classify it. And, I remember growing up in the 90s when President Clinton signed NAFTA and that deal was done. My grandpa complaining, this is the end of American steel as we know it, and how horrible it was for our country. And also when Clinton appointed Ruth Bader Ginsburg to the U.S. Supreme Court and partial birth abortion became such a major issue. Both sides of my family are practicing Catholics, and how horrified they were on those positions. So that's when my family really left the Democratic Party as a whole, because they lost their way and their values and everything like that. And they started voting Republican. So when President Trump burst on the scene in 2016, we all kind of said, I know I did, I said, man, this sounds like my grandpa. He wanted American greatness and to put our country first and to get rid of some of these bad trade deals and really decouple ourselves from China and build the wall and secure our borders. I mean, those are all things that the Swearingen family have been talking about for decades at that point. For myself personally, I went to the University of Dayton School of Law, Bowling Green for undergrad. I grew up in Ohio my entire life, despite being from West Virginia originally. After law school, I moved up to Sandusky, where I live now with my wife and 3 girls. And I'm a practicing business lawyer. I represent small businesses. Anything they need in terms of drafting contracts or just general advice or counseling on operations, I like to help them out. And those small businesses are really the lifeblood of our community. They do a lot of great things for us. And I've been privileged to work with them and watch their success and have a small role in that. I've been serving in the State House since 2019. We've seen a lot happen in the State House in Ohio. For me, I think during COVID, I saw a renewed.
DJ, let me just interrupt you for 1 second.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I do want you to talk about what you've been working on in the State House.
Great.
And I know you're for medical freedom, but we do host these interviews on YouTube. So if you go into too much detail about medical freedom, they're just going to delete this video. So just kind of skate around the details as you're going through politics. Thank you.
Absolutely. And
we have no freedom of speech here.
Yeah, that's right. When it comes to COVID, I actually spoke at a rally for President Trump in Toledo in 2020. I think that was either January or February of 2020, somewhere in that time frame. And, COVID was kind of in the background. It was something overseas. And, finally it hit the United States. I'd like to say there's been no accountability for how that started or how it got to the United States, and we haven't held the people responsible for that responsible, which is a real shame. And our federal officials need to do a better job of that. But during COVID, I think we saw a renewed interest in politics at all levels of government, local school board races, state government, federal government, because people were so unhappy with these unconstitutional COVID mandates that were coming down at all levels. And I think that's a really good thing for our democratic republic, that these individuals have stepped up to run for school board races because of what they saw with CRT or what was going on in the classrooms. There's renewed interest in state house policy, which I think is good because people deserve to have their interests represented there. And when it comes to medical freedom, I think that interest in that issue also was supercharged because of what was going on at the time with COVID shot, lockdowns, mandates, and how rightfully everyone upset was with all of those things. So some of my work at the State House has focused on things like Parents' Bill of Rights. The Parents' Bill of Rights guarantees that parents will know what is going on in the classroom with their children, what issues their children are having in the classroom, what is being taught to their children in the classroom. I'm a big proponent that education should be returned to the control of the parents of the kids who are in the classrooms. I think we've let our bureaucracy get too big, and we're ceding control to an educational bureaucracy where it needs to be returned rightfully to the parents of the children who attend these schools. So I've worked on the Parents' Bill of Rights. It's in the Ohio Senate. It's a great bill. I hope we pass that this year. The other thing that I've worked on and was very passionate about was getting rid of cashless bail in Ohio. We had a bad Ohio Supreme Court decision back in 2021, and another representative and I got a constitutional amendment on the ballot for 2022 to make sure that judges can consider public safety when setting bail. We saw what's going on in New York and other blue states that have very lenient bail policies, and how free the criminals were to just pretty much commit a crime and then get right out and go back to reoffending. Ohio passed that amendment in 2022, so we have that protection in the Ohio Constitution. Very proud that we were able to do that. House Bill 73 specifically is a medical freedom bill that allows providers the freedom to prescribe to their patients as they see fit for their patient. It's a great bill. It's over in the Ohio Senate. I was proud to help work on that. So those are a few of the things that I've been up to. Overall, right now what I'm hearing from my constituents is that it's just too darn expensive to live day to day in the United States. The cost of living is outrageous right now. The grocery bills are through the roof. Gas is through the roof. And this is just hurting American families. And, it's killing the American dream in terms of raising your family with dignity, owning a home, and raising your kids without living paycheck to paycheck. And hopefully we can right all of that here in the 2024 election.
Well, you've been doing great work in Ohio, and conservative lawyers like yourself have the opportunity one day to become a conservative judge. And with the weaponization of the justice system against President Trump, both at the federal and state levels, we need more lawyers that are America First fighters in our government. DJ, what are your thoughts on what's going on with the justice system in this country?
I think it's a shame. And what's very interesting to me is people are taking notice. So I'll share a conversation that I had with a gentleman who was not a Trump supporter in 2016 or 2020. And he made this very clear. He said, but because of what is going on with President Trump right now, with investigating his businesses, with singling him out because people don't like his policies, with obviously the DA down in Georgia in that case, this individual is prepared to vote for President Trump in the primary and in the general election in 2024. So people are rightfully paying attention to this stuff. Our justice system was never meant to be weaponized against any individual because of political differences. And I hope that President Trump prevails over all this and becomes our president in November of 2024.
DJ, our vetting team has looked into your voting record, looked into what you've been doing in this state house, and our board has approved unanimously your endorsement for this cycle. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Stan. That means a lot to me, and I won't let you down.
We know you won't. You've already demonstrated that. DJ, can you tell our people where they could go to your website and support you from across the country?
Yeah, you can go to my website at swearingenforohio.com. I'm on Twitter and Facebook, and you can follow me there. My handle is DJ Swerge89, DJ SWEARG 89, and I always try to interact as best I can with folks.
Well, DJ, we look forward to talking to you again, my friend, and keep up the good work in Ohio. And hopefully we'll see you at an Ohio Trump rally again, like you were the last time.
Thanks, Dan.
Take care, brother.